Hey, everybody. Let me turn my iPad that volume down because, okay, I turned it down because I don't want it interrupting my. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what happens today. Every time I go live, it always just, I always got to get everything set up. What the heck is this? Hmm, let's see. See if I want to show my video what I'm doing right now at this moment, as usual. Okay, so we've got to get the iPad set up every single time, and I do not know why it doesn't want to just work out like I want it to. So, let's see. I'm trying to get it to go. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me put it on this and see if it show up on the sideline like this. I always have to play around with it, but that's okay. But sometimes it will pop up on the sideline, and then I could go ahead and click on it like that. But other than that, y'all, I'm just trying to get my videos playing by playing another live video. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, I found it. All right. All right, there it is. So now that it's up, I got the volume down like I wanted it to be. What is this on my table? I'm like, I can just see stuff on my table, and I'm trying to do this. And it don't matter if nobody's watching. I'm still going to do my video. My light has fingerprints on it too. Just trying to get everything to work properly. Because I couldn't tell that my desk was like this when the setup was going on until I looked at the iPad and I could see that there were things on my desk. Okay, so I'm just cleaning everything off, and that's better. So I'm gonna let that dry up before I put my art pad back on here. Okay, so let me turn my iPad around a little bit because I don't think you can see this side of the desk. I also had to move my camera over. So I moved my camera over and just gonna wait for my mat to dry up some. Okay, that's dry. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, um, the channel name has been changed due to negativity with the other channel name. I didn't mention it in my last live video that I did, but I'm mentioning it now because I didn't want to have any bad juju going on. And I created this channel name myself. And thanks to Lori helping me with the other channel name. But, um, you know, I didn't like the bad juju that was associated with it. And what I mean by bad juju is the negativity, the name calling, and everything that was going on. Um, so um, I did call my last video what I've been doing. And in the back of my mind, when I was doing that video, I wanted to talk about, things on that video too, but I decided not to. And so I just was like, I'll wait till my mind clears up a little bit more and then talk about it. So I've been watching a lot of other different types of YouTube videos to get a lot of the art videos out of my feed because YouTube was just kept showing me some of the dragons on YouTube videos as suggestion videos in my feed. I was gonna say news feed, but and so I just went ahead and decided to um, do. Um, Ooh, that looks real gold. I'm gonna change that. I just decided to go ahead and watch some of my other type of favorite videos that I like to watch. So with that being said, you know, YouTube was kept recommending the dragons to my channel, and they would show up in my feed. So when you're trying to not think about somebody or something, you're trying to get rid of these bad entities out of your life. Um, Here they are. They're just popping up. They're like, I don't want to watch them. So I pushed the not interested button, and because I'm not interested. Okay, so to clear it out. So with and then I was like, you know what? Because I was going to try to still watch the people that I do watch that weren't part of the bad juju, but all the dragons be on their channel whenever they go live. They be in the comment section. So I don't want to be part of any comments in the comment section with those people, uh, at all. So I want to just have a clear mind when I get ready to talk to some of the people. And I do still love all my positive supporters. I love Linda B. I love Amy. I love Bubbles. But Amy doesn't do live videos. But that's the only reason I haven't been watching you guys' videos. Lori, I barely be up at the time that on Friday when Lori does her videos. Lori, if you watch this video, I still love you and thank you for helping me out with my old channel name that you gave me. And I changed it because of the bad juju that was associated with it. And my positive supporters that were watching me, um, I can't watch their live videos because the people that I don't care for are in the chat. So, okay, so let's see. And now I'm trying to get back to my regular self because my feed now on my YouTube is filled with other things that I'm interested in. And I'm not going to say what or whatever. But I ran across this really nice lady on here, and her channel is nothing about coloring or anything. And her video resonated with me so super well. Um, so she was talking about things that were happening on her channel with people coming to her channel talking about her. And yep, she checked them. And I was like, people on YouTube think that their words are not doing anything, like when they say stuff about you and then they go on about their business, and here you are, got to clear your chakras, clear your mind of the bad juju. So now I've been drawing still and creating things. I was like, I'm going to keep creating stuff, keep drawing. I've been playing my games too. And I decided to do a little coloring. because I've drawn quite a few things and I need to color all of them. My whole life has been a great journey with me creating things. And this other person that I resonated to, she creates things on her channel, and people are attacking her on her channel too. And like she said, don't watch. Just don't watch, because that's what I don't watch. I don't watch none of the bad juju people. Uh, don't watch if you ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't watch. And my creativity is the most important thing to me, that I keep on doing what I've been doing before I joined. I'm not even gonna say I joined the coloring community. Before I started coloring, I ain't joined nothing. I'm doing what I want to do. This is what I like to do, is draw stuff, and I'm not part of nobody's community. Every time I look at my new books, well, they're not totally new right now. I was so happy when I got them, and I wanted to just fill these books up with some beautiful things that I like to do: draw, create, do some collages in them, do just lots of different types of things that I wasn't doing at first in my books. Um, like my other sketchbooks that I had prior to this one, let's see. I was doing a lot of practice drawings, and not I wasn't calling them practice drawings, but they got me to where I am now, to feel comfortable with doing all the things that I'm doing now. So I'm very good at looking at things and then drawing them, and I'm very good at creating my own stuff by just drawing whatever I want to draw too. So I want to see all the pages come to life and be great. I want all of them to be nice and beautiful when I do them, which they are. They all have been looking pretty nice. Because for one thing, it's not a coloring page or anything. So if you draw it, you want to color it and make it look as nice as possible. Not saying that if you color in a coloring book, you're not trying to make it look as nice as possible. But if you create something, you're trying to make it look as nice as possible. Oh, I forgot to say somebody else that I like on YouTube. I like Foxy Colorist. I like Foxy on here. And I haven't been watching any coloring videos. Sorry that I haven't been watching any. If you made an upload, more than likely I will go ahead and watch that, because it's not attached to any live video where for the chat box is up. Because the chat box still rolls, when you if you're trying to watch the video, and I don't want to watch it like that. Okay. So if you do uploads, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see if um, certain people have done uploads, which I know some of the people don't. They just like to do the live streaming. And Um, that's that. So what I've been doing is drawing and making sure that I keep up with my art skills. I'm going to continue to do these little pots that I drew. I, I drew this coffee pot on this side, and I drew a coffee cup. And on the other side, I did the 3 coffee cups. But I did this with some paint, and it was like with a metallic paint on this side, the background. And I think I'm going to change it. And because I'm also going to go over this, all this is watercolor. So I'm going to go over this page with the marker and make this page better. I'm not going to just leave it like that. These flowers are very cool. I like the pink color that I'm putting on them. I tried to stay away from pink at one time, and then I decided to keep using pink because sometimes I didn't want to see a purple flower. Let me see. I'm gonna go around the flower. These are acrylic markers that I'm using right now. The heck? I swear to God, y'all. I swear to God. Why is it turned sideways again? Every time I'm live, something always happens. Somebody that was scam likely, and then it made my video turn sideways. So now I have to reset my phone. I have to reset my phone because that was scam likely calling my phone. So I'm gonna take it off and flip it right quick. Okay, so scam likely messed it up a little bit, but I got it back working. So if anybody watched the replay, the video definitely was not over. Nobody calls when you're not doing the video, but everybody wants to call as soon as you're making a video. Okay, so let's continue. with the coloring. Sorry about the interruption. And this is to all my positive supporters here on YouTube. I never got on here and said and gave you guys an apology for the foul language used on my one of my videos I made when all the foo-foo was going on. I'm very sorry for your ears to be hearing that, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. Sometimes people take you there. I was trying very hard not to go there, and I'm sorry that you had to hear it. I want to talk about my small artwork, my tiny artwork that I'm doing too. I'm not going to be calling it the other words. I'm not going to call it that at all. I'm just going to call it tiny artwork because I believe that's what I was calling it at first. And so now that's what I'm going to continue to call it. I'll call it the tiny artwork. Okay. That's a little off. I'm going to put another pink in between it because I didn't see that going off track. Or that purple. Sorry my video had went off, but it was a scam likely on the phone and it was messing everything up. I was like, what is this? So I know that it'll probably take a minute for, everybody to get used to the new channel name because I didn't make a announcement. I didn't make it to I couldn't post it to the community wall because it's under a new channel name. They'd have been like, who is this? Who is this? But it's okay. Okay, this part right here, I'm trying to see should I make that purple. I think I will make that purple. Okay, that is a cute pot. Now I'm still thinking about this other side. I know I'm working on this side, but I was thinking about this other side still as far as the color scheme for it because I'm gonna have to put a marker. And an acrylic marker is probably going to be the best thing to put over it anyway because it's going to cover up the metallic look. That's what I'm thinking and hoping that it does. I decided to dedicate some of my time today to my artwork along with playing my games. Hi, Linda. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I changed my channel name because I didn't feel like keeping the other channel name because it had got tainted. I don't know if you were listening earlier when I was talking about I would watch your video and anybody else that was going live. Um, be, I, I just can't bring myself to watch everybody live video. You've been really busy? Yeah. I can't watch anybody live video because the other people that I don't really care for anymore are in the live, in the chat. And so I don't want to look at their names or nothing. I don't want to have nothing to do with looking at it. And YouTube was always putting their videos in my live chat. I mean, in my feed. Yeah, and I always push not interested. And then I decided to look at a bunch of other type of videos that I like to look at. And that helped clear my mind of the crap. Yeah. So, like I said, I just watched a whole bunch of other type of videos and to help my feed of what they show me, not to show me anything either. So now I've been drawing and keeping up with my artwork that I create. So I drew quite a few things in this book. So I drew these gnomes. This is actually the gnomes that are in my backyard. I got this little gnome lady in my backyard, and I mean, she looks exactly like this. She has this little, I guess that's an umbrella flower, umbrella balloon. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a balloon. And this little plant that's been in my backyard, and these flowers, and this gnome. It's not in my backyard, but I was going to draw the one that was in my backyard. But there are too many bees flying around in the area where this one is at. So I couldn't sit there that long. So I just went on Pinterest and found me a little gnome. And I still tried to do the flowers. And then I know we have a circle pathway going down right there. So I decided to do something like that with that one. And then over here, I drew a couple of things. These are still a work in progress, so I'm trying to finish these up. Do I have anything else? Yeah. Oh, I tried to draw some cakes. So I was like, let me draw some interesting cake pictures. So this one has a butterfly at the top and some flowers, and this one is supposed to be uh, a beehive, and it's not looking very beehive-ish down here. So I'm gonna have to practice doing a beehive look on this cake and put some bumblebees on it. So this is a work in progress. Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get that together back there. I really do have to get that together back there. Yeah, them bees out, the bees out there, because a lot of flowers with sap in them are where the other gnome is in my backyard, and I was like, I can't sit over here without, they're not trying to attack me, but they do fly by me. So I was like, I can't sit over here. So I was like, I can't do that. Yep. So that's that. The bees be trying to get me. They be buzzing and stuff. I'll be like, no. Now I was able to sit outside and do the other one because the flowers that are on that side of the yard, the flowers don't have the sap in them. So the bees like to get on the plants that have the sap up in them so they can suck all the sap, and you know the little worker bees be trying to get all everything they can get for to go back and make the honey, go back to the beehive. And I was like, oh no. I wonder where the beehive is, as a matter of fact. Like when you see bees in your backyard, but you don't see a beehive around your house, where is the beehive at? If there are bees in your backyard, when you see them come and they're sucking all the sap out the flowers. So where is the beehive at if you don't see the beehive? I don't see a beehive around my house. Maybe it's close around somewhere, and they just fly around until they get to where they want to do it. Oh, they on your raspberries right now. Yeah, they be flying around and you be like, ah. They I don't even know what the name of this plant is I have in my backyard. A coleus. A coleus? Yeah, so the coleus grows after it grew real big. It the stem that comes out the middle with the flowers on it is tall, it's real long, and it got a lot of tiny flowers on it. Oh, the bees are all over that. I started to cut the flower part off because where the coleus is, I have my basil plant over there. I got my lavender plant over there. I have a couple of plants over there that I need to get to, and the bees are over there. I'm like, oh my god! So I was like, I can't get over there to get my stuff, and my strawberry plant is over there. So I don't know, girl. Okay, I just read this other comment you left, girl, about the bee accidentally bumps into your hair and it can't find its way out. I'm done. Oh my god. Yeah. I would be having a fit outside if that happened to me. Be having a major fit. Major. Oh, is this the same? I think this is the same color as this cup right here. I wonder how this light pink would start to uh, cover that part up. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Now, is this supposed to be sting? What color I make that? I always drawing something and then forget how it's supposed to be. I'm like, I'm drawing stuff and forgetting how it's supposed to be. I think I want to put a pink over that purple. So I'm gonna let that dry up so it won't mix. Let it dry all the way up. Now this side over here look a hot mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Let me do a little piece over here. This will make it neutral. Very neutral. Neutral. Or should I get some real acrylic paint and go over it? I don't know. That's an idea though. That's really an idea right there to get some real, really real um, acrylic paint to just go over the whole thing. I wanted to show Amy something. It don't look a hot mess. When you okay, I did this with my watercolor brush, not the one you put the water inside. And this turned out like Like you could see the smear marks from the paintbrush on it. So I noticed that while I'm looking at my iPad that it looks like that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be smooth. I wanted to show Amy that I was doing using her scrapbook items that she sent me, and she's not on the live. I'll show it to you what I was doing, Linda. Because I was like, I want to do some scrapbooking type things, not make a scrapbook. Or what are you cut and collage? Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I want to do some collage type things. So I was like, okay, I put all the things that Amy gave sent to me in here. She sent me lots of pretty things to use to cut and collage stuff with. You know, Amy always does the cut and collage on her ATC card. So she sent me all this stuff right here is what Amy sent me. All of it. So I took some of it and used it in my book. So I want, I was doing a lot of stuff offline, and I said I need to start using stuff and being creative in other ways besides just drawing and stuff. And so this is something that I did. I painted some papers and I cut them out in like little squares and put them on the page, and I drew these little cats around the box. What I wanted to show. Okay, this is what I wanted to show Amy. Um, Maybe she'll look at it. So this is a work in progress. This is a work in progress. So I'm still doing it. So I drew this little figure. This actually has a body. Like this one has a body on this side. This actually has a body. So I cut this blue dress off of one of the things that's in here, and I put it on there. And then I made these sleeves by cutting two pieces to make the sleeve on this. And I just cut out the word Paris and stuck it up there, and this clock up here, up there. Now it is another picture up there. Is that Miss Snooty's sister or cousin? Yeah, she could be. It could be. It could be Miss Snooty's cousin or sister, right? Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that, Linda, but yeah, it could be. Yeah, I have to look through the things again over here. There's actually some more Paris like pictures in here, I think. I think it is. So I'm gonna look back in here and get it. There is. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. So I hope when I finish doing everything that it's going to look like it because I wasn't even thinking about that. Did I? Oh, I didn't draw. I didn't draw anything else behind this. So yeah, I wanted to show Amy that I'm using her things um, to create more things in this book. But I haven't done anything since this. I did this, and you guys didn't see me do that. You didn't see me do this either on my live. Now on this, okay, these pages right here. I want to talk about these pages too. So all I did was try to draw something with just paint and not draw it. So that's how these two turned out. I made I made both of these things with only paint. And then after I painted it, I had to draw some little lines so that you could see the separation of the circles on the inchworm. That's supposed to be like a worm or inchworm crawling on the house, girl. It's so gigantic. But anywho, that's what I did. I was like, I wonder if I could just paint something without drawing it first. So I did this like that too. This changed so many times. This was like it was something else. It didn't look like this. Then it turned into that, and it turned into this. I was like, Mary, what are you doing? So I was just trying out painting without drawing something first. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna call it a fail. It's a practice, and it is what it is. It's a practice, and I did okay, I guess. Now these over here, um, well, this one, I want to do some more cut and collage things in this small book. You know, the small book, I want to do more cut and collage type of things in this book. Now, this big book, I don't know if I'm going to put cut and collage in this book. I really don't think, I don't know. Because it'll be like I have to cut too much stuff out, cut and collage too many things. You know, I don't want to cut and collage a lot of stuff and paste it on the page. But who knows? I might do it. Let's see if this marker can go over this now. I think I'm gonna have to do 2 coats of this over this because it's not. I can see the purple trying to break through it a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. So I'm gonna put another coat of this on here. I don't want to color the page on the opposite side. So have you been painting? All right, so I'm gonna let that simmer down up there, and then I'll have to go back with some more of this color. Maybe another day. Not today. I'm gonna let it really dry all the way up so that I can go over it again. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know that work is gonna start for you. Couple of weeks, huh? Yep. I've been cleaning too. I've been cleaning up this room that I'm in and getting rid of a whole lot of old stuff. Oh, you know, when I stopped doing my other career I had, I kept a whole lot of the old hair products and stuff. So I was like, I'm not using this stuff, even old shampoo and conditioners and stuff. I was like, this stuff is really, really old and I'm not using it on my hair. But first I kept it because I was like, oh, I can use this on my hair, you know, all the stuff I had at the salon. And then I was like, no, this ain't working. You know, when you see that it ain't working, that means it ain't working. I was like, I'm not, because a lot of this stuff was for people that had relaxers and stuff or something. Or, you know, and I had my certain things that I had for the people that had natural hair, and I had my certain things I had for people with relaxers. But all the natural hair stuff mainly got used up on the natural hair clients, and I had to buy that over and over and over and over and over again. And the stuff for the people that got relaxers, you know, I never had to keep buying that over and over again because a lot of my clients had transitioned over to being natural. So I was like, let me get rid of this stuff. So um, I was like, it's super old stuff, probably outdated. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna give anybody some super old hair products. But yeah, I was like, this is make my hair cabinet. I have two things that's not in this room particularly with hair stuff in it. One was in my basement, and that was the one with the salon stuff in it, hair products and stuff. And then I have a closet uh, downstairs that I have hair products in. So I had to go in both of them and get rid of stuff. And now both of them look better inside because all the old stuff that I wasn't using is not in there anymore. I kept stuff like styling things like hair rollers, rods and perm rods, flexi rods. I kept those type of things and hair clips and stuff like that and combs and stuff. I kept all of that, but I got rid of the products themselves. I was like, I don't need all this. Now the combs and stuff, I don't need all the combs. I would give those away to someone if they wanted them, but I don't want to get. I didn't want to give anybody the old products like that. Would be like sad. Be like, oh, why are you giving this? And then they open it up and it smells stale or something. I didn't want that to happen. Yeah. So now everything is free and clear. This is not the same color, but since it's on there, we're gonna make this a thing. All right, made it a thing. I still have some of my small artwork um, that I need to do. Let me see what else I did. I know I finished this lady. Sometimes I go back and finish things that I started on if I need to go back and finish them. I really love this page right here. Uh, I want to do more double spread pages in my book so it can go all the way across with the same thing. That's the theme that I have in my head. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do with. I plan to do the both of these backgrounds the same, but that's not going to be like that. But I'm gonna make my next pictures that I draw, make it go across the whole thing like this. Because this was one of the best things I did in here so far. Thanks, Linda. So I was like, moving forward, I'm gonna make the whole thing like whatever thought comes in my head, it's gonna go. It's gonna be for both pages. So that'll be great if I did that. This really could be like that. This could be like that. The back what's going to have to happen is the same color scheme will have to go for both sides. I haven't even inked this in yet. This is not inked in. This is just pencil drawing so far, and then I have to ink this in, and then I'm gonna use my thing that I use to make circles with. What is it anyway? Oh, my little this thing right here. I'm gonna use this to make these circles right. So let's see. Why is it so hard to move? Okay, I moved it. Okay. So, however, big. Let me see. Let me make it. I'm gonna make the circles about this size, I guess, sort of make it make sense. Let me see. A little bit bigger, about that size. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it at that size because I'm gonna erase all of these and I'm gonna use this to make my circles on here. And then these two pages could be a flow of the same color scheme going across too. Yeah, I think that'll work. And in actuality, this, what is that contraption called? Um, you know what? I bought this a long time ago, Linda. I forgot what it's called. I don't have a box anymore. I don't have a box anymore, but it helps you make circles really good. It helps you make, they have this little diagram right here. I forgot what this is for. Do I still have the box? I think I threw the box away. I hope I didn't throw the box away. I'll look for the box, girl, and then I'll let you know. Because I normally keep it in the box, but I don't see the box. I don't know. But I had it for years. I had it before I start coloring on this channel. Yeah, draw your own mandalas. That'd be a good idea to draw your own mandalas. I find it when we get off this live. I know that's how it normally works, right? When you're looking for something, you can't find it, and then when you get off, you be like, "Oh, there you go, right there." So I can't find it. It goes in a little. Oh, okay, you found one on Amazon. Okay, yeah, because I got it off of Amazon. But it's really cool to help you with making neat circles. Yep, it's really cool for making neat circles. It came in a little pouch like that I don't see. Like a little black bag that I like to keep it in. That it came in. It actually came. It came in a box, but it also had a little black pouch. And I'm like, what happened to the pouch? Pouch did the disappearing act on me. So now I have to find it. Yeah, you are. You are quick. You'll be like, do, 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 do. Oh, yeah, your computer and find stuff. Yeah, you be like finding stuff real quick. But yeah, I wonder where my pouch is because I would like to put this back in the pouch that it was in because it's just floating around in a drawer right now. I'm like, where's the pouch? So if I find it one day, it'll be back in there. Zoom, circle, drawing, marker, stainless steel, adjustable circle. Girl, you be finding stuff real quick. I'm not by my computer. I'm on my iPad looking at this. So if I probably was by my computer, I would have went on Amazon and found it too. But I wish I have two computers, right? But one of them it's too big to fit on this desk that I draw on. For one, it can't fit on this desk that I'm drawing on, so I never could use it over here where I'm drawing it. Yeah, it is. It's very, very useful. You can even make it draw like little small circles if you want the middle of your circles, your flowers that you draw, all of them to have a nice, even circle. It would be really nice because the circle would be like even all the way around. All your circles would be just excellent, not all hand drawn. I mean, sometimes I try to make them as symmetrical as possible. Make them all look the same. But when you can, you can. When you can't, you can't. But I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this page flow all the way across. This one won't. This one will not be flowing all the way across at all. This is not a flow across page. Maybe the cake might flow across if whenever I finish, if I can make this flow across from one side to one side. Because I also can put what's that on a page? Butterflies floating around on this side, and I can put bees on this side like that, and color it. But I need to draw a beehive on the cake better. So that's that. Okay, and this, I gotta see what I'm gonna do. Um, I don't know what happened. I know to you it don't look like nothing's wrong with it, but to me it does look like it's something wrong with it. Um, I've got to tune. You got to tune in for that one because I don't know what's gonna happen to that one. All right, Linda, I've been on here for an hour. It says 54 minutes, almost an hour. 54 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off and do some more housework because I have to put up some clothes that I washed and they're just thrown across my bed. I got them out the dryer and threw them across my bed. I had to put them up. And I just decided to do my video first before I did that because when I started doing that, I was not going to make a video properly. So thanks for stopping by, Linda. Talk to you later. Bye.